So, what are the qualities of great employees? What qualities do employers look out for when they want to employ new people to specifically sensitive roles within the organization, like receptionists, like marketing officers, like accountants, like PR or HR in the organization? If the organization is looking out for great talent or engineers at specific aspects of the entity, what are the great qualities that employers look out for? On the podcast today, I want to share with you a couple of qualities that HR experts look out for so you can model yourself in that quality to ensure that you get the top job at the end of the day to become successful. Now, we have been having a couple of concerns in the comment section where people are like, Nhyira, why not teach people how to establish their own businesses? And people are like, oh, I would rather work on my own business rather than working for somebody else. Shut up and listen. Before you go into the comment section and try to talk about that, you have to understand that Apple, over $2 trillion company, it's not where it is because of its founders. It is where it is because of the great employees that they have. Facebook, it's not a great company because of the founder. It is because of the great employees that they have. No company on this planet is great. Coca-Cola is not a great company because of the founders. It is a great company because they have great employees available. If you should start your own business today, you cannot be a one man running everything. You cannot do marketing, accounting, HR, reception, customer service, and all of those things by yourself. You will need employees to work for you to make your dream come through. So, in as much as it is important that we train people, we educate people to run businesses, to be their own boss, 99.9% of the populace will have to be taught how to become great employees. And that is something that you need to understand. So instead of putting it in the comment section, walking yourself around, yeah, I will be better off work for myself rather than slave for somebody else, whether you like it or not, at a certain point in your life, you would have to work for someone else, even if you want to later on start your own business. Because you need some experience, you need some knowledge, you need a launch pad. And sometimes the only way you get that is if you become a great employee in a company. So that is a myth I want you to understand and get out of your thoughts and understand that 99.9% of the populace can never start a business and build any large organization. However, they can be taught to become great employees to enable them to achieve their goals and also build great organizations across the world. So what are these qualities that HR experts look out for? There are a number of qualities, and I'm going to be sharing with you 5 to be specific today, that HR experts look out for in each candidate to ensure that they select the right candidate. However, I'm going to be bringing out these qualities from the Bible. So it's a new series that I'm bringing out called the Biblical Series, where we are going to be making reference to the Bible and look at how people were employed, look at how people positioned themselves, look at how people applied for job in the Bible, and learn those valuable lessons from there and find out how we can contextualize it in today's time. Are you ready? So our story today, it's in the book of Daniel, chapter 1, verse 3 and 4. The Bible said, let me give you a background story quickly. The Israel was taken over by Nebuchadnezzar, and so at the end of, or the Babylonians, and at the end of the day, what happens was that they needed some of the people who they had taken into captivity to serve in the king's house, to serve in places of authority. So I want you to pay attention to the qualities that the Babylonian, the king, was looking out for in these employees that they want to appoint and serve in their palace. So Daniel chapter 1, 3 and 4. And the Babylonian king told Aspenaz, the master of his eunuchs, to bring in some of the children of Israel, both of royal and the nobility. 1. Verse 4. Youth without blemish, well favored in appearance, and skillful in all wisdom, discernment, and understanding, apt in learning knowledge, competent to stand and serve in the king's palace, and to teach them the literature and language of the Chaldeans. So, in these two verses, we see what the king wanted from the employees, the qualities that they must possess. And the fun part is that it is the same thing that employers look out for in today's world. So let's look at them. Number one, it says royal and nobility. What does that mean? It means you possess outstanding qualities. What royal and nobility means is about the source, where the person is coming from, what the person stands for. That is about the credibility of the person. So the first quality that HR experts look out for to select whether someone is a great employee or not is their credibility. Their credibility. Now, in this day and age, how do employers identify credibility, that is the honesty of people? People's lifestyle is now on social media. So that is the source. So that is why many job applications, they will request you to provide all your social media handle. Even if you don't provide it, they will go back and dig. And some may even have the authority to go into the social media companies to request your information from them, especially if it is a regulatory authority or a government institution. They could request and dig down if they are allowed by the law to do that. So the first thing is about your credibility. What then does it mean? It means that you have to be mindful of the things that you post on social media, the things that you comment on social media, the pictures that you post on social media. Now, we are not saying do not be yourself on social media. All we are saying is, can you be trusted? Are you credible enough? What comments do you leave under post? What comments do you leave under news media post? What comments? What do you post? What do you share? What do you like? What is your attitude online? What is your profile online? On LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok? What are you posting online? That is the first thing, your credibility. So some of you will apply for a job, you have a great CV, you have a great cover letter, but you are not able to get a job. Why? Because when the HR team behind the scene trying to look at your credibility on social media, they realize that this is somebody we cannot employ in our company. Why? Because your lifestyle, your comments, your attitude, the things you share, the things you stand for tells us who you are, and you cannot fit into our brand as an organization. That is the first thing, credibility. So the question I'm asking you today is, are you credible? Can you be trusted? Are you honest? Do you really have a good social media footprint that you can be proud of? Then from the passage, the second quality of great employees that was mentioned was youth without blemish, well-favored in appearance. Oh, now this is a very sensitive area, but then your physical appearance, it's important. And I always tell you this, it is important. I know somebody again in the comment section is going to say, oh, it is only in Africa that we look at people's physical appearance. But if you go to outside, as if they have traveled before. They don't even know where the airport is. Physical appearance, it's important. Listen, this has been since time immemorial, and it will not change. Physical appearance, how you appear, it's very crucial. Your dress, your teeth, your fingers, the way you keep your hair, your face, your skin. It is there. Do you think a receptionist of a company will look anything other than the way they are supposed to look? Go to any company and look at their receptionist. Look at their customer service personnel. Look at their marketing executive. Look at their PR people. They are all people who are without blemish, quote unquote, and they are well favored in appearance. Like I said, this is a sensitive subject. It's a sensitive topic, but they will look at it. It is something that will be considered. Yes, I know someone will say, oh, Nhyira, the physical appearance of somebody does not tell whether the person will be great or not. No, it tells. If you cannot keep your fingernails, You cannot keep your hair properly, whether it's a dread. Keep it properly. It's an afro. Keep it properly, and it is stinking and smelling. You cannot keep your fingernails. Your clothing are not well ironed. Your clothing are not well kempt, and you cannot keep your own body. How the heck do you think you're going to keep our company and protect our investment so we achieve our objective? You're going to disgrace us. Unfortunately, that is something that is looked out for. Youth without blemish, well favored in appearance. Then a third quality of a great employee, which employers will look out for, is skillfulness. So from the passage, it says that they should be skillful in all wisdom, discernment, and understanding. That is very important. That is very important because your skillfulness will be shown not just in your CV, but it will be shown at the interview. So yes, you need to be trained, you need to be educated, but then you have to have the skills, you have to have the ability to be able to do what it is that you are supposed to do at the job. So you must be skilled. You must be skilled. It is not enough to have first degree in something, but then you have to be skilled. So you must have both the soft skills and the hard skills. The hard skills are the skills necessary for the job. So if you're an accountant, they said they are looking for a chartered accountant, or they are looking for somebody with a level 2 ACC or ICA. If you're a marketing officer, they said they are looking for a chartered marketing officer, somebody who has been in the game for 10 years, somebody who has done this. These are all the hard skills for the job, but you equally need some soft skills. How you communicate, your posture, your temperament, your ability to control a team, your ability to lead, your leadership skills. These are soft skills. All these things will be looked out for. And sometimes at the interview, the kind of questions that the HR panel is asking you is to be able to confirm whether you have both the hard skills and the soft skills to enable you to actually do this job. Number 4 is apt in learning knowledge. Again, this looks like it's unfair, but what does that mean? To be apt simply means to be keenly intelligent and responsive. Keenly intelligent and responsive. This quality will also be exhibited by individuals during the interview stage. It simply means having a teachable mindset and qualities. Again, it looks like it's unfair, but you have to show some level of intelligence. You have to have the ability to be able to absorb things within the shortest possible time. You have to be able to approach things from a certain way. So at the interview, a question could be asked, which you know nothing about. And the HR expert knows you know nothing about, but they just want to see how you will answer the question. It's about your intelligence. Because an intelligent person, even though may not have the right answer to a given question, will make the statement in such a manner that will make everybody like, wow, this person is intelligent. And that is the 4th thing HR experts look out for. People who are apt in learning knowledge, intelligent and responsive. So you have to increase that level of intelligence. How do you do that? Reading books, listening to podcasts, reading autobiographies. That helps you to have knowledge, broaden your scope, because the brain can have or absorb a lot of information. So you need to be someone who is intelligent and have a teachable spirit, because some people are not teachable. Some people are full of themselves. And the fun part is that they don't know anything, but they are full of themselves in their mediocrity. But you need to understand that in this world, for you to become a great employee, you need to be teachable. No matter your height, no matter the qualification you have, no matter whatever it is that you have seen in the world, as far as you're going to be an employee, you got to be teachable. Don't be full of yourself. Humble yourself. Stay low. And that characteristics will be exhibited at the interview. You may not know it, but the HR expert knows how to get that out of you. So you have to be mindful and put yourself in a spot that you'll be intelligent, you will be responsive, and most importantly, you have a teaching spirit or attitude. Then the number 5, competent to stand and serve. competent to stand and serve. You see, there are certain jobs that will require a certain lifestyle. You may be traveling every time. You may be working late in the night. You may be working on Saturdays. You may be working on Sundays. Do you have the capacity to stand and serve in the role? So you are looking for a job. Then they said, okay, we want somebody. But then they say, okay, this job, you're going to be traveling around the world. Do you like traveling? This job, you're going to be working on Saturday and Sunday. Do you like that? Are you comfortable with that? Are you competent to stand? This job, you're going to be working extra hours. You can be there and something will come up and you'll be caught. Do you have the health, your health? Do you have the health capacity to be able to stand, work for long hours? Competent. So this is about your health. This is about your joy and blissfulness and happiness. This is about your ability to be able to go the extra mile for the company. So each job will require certain capabilities. And like I said earlier, maybe traveling around, long hours, working on weekends and at odd times. Do you have it to do? Do you have the capacity? Because there are certain people, after they are employed, they don't want to work again. They're like, yeah, Sundays, I want to spend time with my family. Okay. Resign and go spend time with your family. I know it may sound unfair, but the company's goal is on the line. And it is in the job description. It may be required that way. Oh, Saturday, I just want to be home and then relax. Okay, if you want to be home and relax on Saturday, then don't apply for certain jobs. Because that means you don't have the competence to stand and serve. So these are the qualities of great employees. Number one, your credibility. Number two, you have to be a youth without blemish, well favored in appearance. Number three, you must be skillful. Number four, you must be apt in learning knowledge. Number five, you must be competent to stand and serve. This is the first thing that you need to understand, the qualities that HR experts look out for. Remember, this has been there since time immemorial, and it is going to be used here as well. And it's being used by HR experts in selecting employees. So you have two options. One, align yourself with these qualities, build yourself to become a man or a woman with these qualities. Or two, go and sleep and don't apply for any job and continue in your misery. I'll see you in the next podcast.